This movie is based on a true incident. Based in the year 2005, a white tax was imposed in the city. It bulks up its front car from the back black tax corner tax and insurance. I started taking photos of the dent for the claim which the man had hit his car. He started talking strange things, and the next day, he attacked the other man with a bangle and then take him in his own car and kill him. This man was forced by a photographer to become a corpse. It didn't take long. Well, after that, Clear sat in his car and left the next day. Korean Singham reached the crime scene. He started looking at the corpse in search of clues. Then he looked at the back of the car, where the dance lay, according to Jesus. A good lead could have been some bichungu, which is very powerful. The gangster is the boss and has his own. There was a very big gamelan business, which was, of the course is legal, was in a meeting with the leader of his rival gang. There was an argument between them about something, because of which their bananas also started fighting with each other. Started Dong-seok. First of all, my man's dalred kari and then in the other guy's mouth. He gave me his hand and took out his teeth and said that when the elders are talking, then what about you people? Seeing how the sound is coming, others, gangsters' condition started getting worse. Dong-seok finalized the deal by giving him wine with teeth. Lee Police Station, something related to killing your boss, showed evidence and told that in the past, the pattern of murders that took place during the day is from and they also need weapons to die has been used to mean that this is less of a serial killer. But his boss scolded him. He thought that Facebook is watching more Hollywood movies. Then the gangster drives alone leaves so that his mind can be focused on business. Only then can his car be cleared from behind. Someone gave it in bulk. This is none other than a serial killer. I got down and saw that the dead body was very light, so he asked the other guy to go, but then he attacked me from behind. Despite being stabbed, Dong-seok maintains his. He defended himself and made the killer a ghost as well. The bar killer was trying to kill the wrong man. The fighting gangster was badly injured, and then the gangster also freed Clear. When the killer was, I thought that this fat man's fat has something to steal from me. When he enters, he sits in the car and searches he hit the gangster and ran away quickly. He was taken to the hospital, and in the meanwhile, his banana attacked the other gang, thinking that his boss found and got the super attack done. Gotta get your wound to stop bleeding on the other side, but he is using the stapler and he has done his homework. I left it there and went to a place to get clothes. Killed the man next. Has been told that the man belongs to another gang. It was not Banda. It was someone else. He gave the killer's car details and said that bring him to me as soon as possible. Tae-suk also came there. Dong-seok did not trust the police, so she did not report going to Thai Pleasure. I looked at the tax on which the previous cases were done. This way Dong-gae got a sketch of the killer made, which was it was accurate to me among my friends. I don't remember your face. Well, I'm a gangster boss. I am not a killer for my men either. He was put on a search before the police arrived. In the meanwhile, I wanted to catch hold of my fight. Next victim. And took his truck. Another guy was sitting in the truck. The killer's knife falls off during surgery. There is some time told that the attacker was a serial killer. I did not feel like if I did not, then who would I be? Like the gangster will attack the boss in this attack because of Dong-seok. In the world of hooliganism's reputation was falling, which benefited. Other gang members are paying for all this. Dong-seok's only solution was to catch the killer. The men find the killer's car and his knife. After some time, the dogs came back to them again. He called Tae-soo to his house and told him that a gangster's reputation is everything for him. Has he got something to tell the other gangs? Who is the real boss? Tell the attacker as soon as possible. He will have to catch it, for which he needs Tae-soo. She made a deal with the policeman. Whoever gets hold of the devil first, it's his will that he will catch the killer and take him to court, whereas Dill wanted to beat Desu like a dog. He said that all his conversations were recorded wasput on low. Because of the seal, Tyson and his teammates, permission was granted to enter Dashu's warehouse. He went where the girl was standing, started looking for DNA samples. Meanwhile, Dong-seok sent his man to another to kill the gang boss who has to die. I had made him drink the liquor that made him fall in the beginning. That's why he was taking advantage of his reputation. Desu got him killed, and that too by leaving the killer. This was the report of the DNA obtained from the body. DNA matched all previous crime scenes. DNA from the same weapon was also found on the dagger, which Desu's men attacked the crime boss's body. Now I had left all these murder serials were registered as killings, and now there is a whole department in it got involved. Gangster did a great job. He got his rival gangster killed. The new news began to spread rapidly across the country. The serial killer was watching all this on TV, and he was very angry because the crime boss, the murder was committed on his own head. Therefore, he went to the crime boss's 13th birthday to eat purino, but to give a letter, that too, to a crime boss. It was written in a letter to the assistant of, "The crime boss died because of my bangles." But at the hands of someone else, he turned to Desu. He pointed to the man who was sitting right here. The night killer again has a bandana in the pattern killed the next day, Taisu and Dongasu Klues. Soon as Thasu was in search of a fingerprint was found on the steering wheel. Just then, the men of Rivery Gang reached there. Both of them made a big announcement to everyone, demolished. Then Susie teases him on the steering wheel, reported fingerprints found on wheel. This guy with fingerprint is missing report. Already Payne went to his house, in which many green tanks are kept. There were many other things as well, such as satanic book medicine bottles. Suspect him. A photo was also found, which was from this farm of dance. She was matching, and he immediately goes back and find out all the information about this man. On the other side, Desu business was in a meeting where a man tried to spin her. He also started taking it sitting in front of her. "Don't you feel scared first, Dong-seok?" He laughed. Then he slapped me hard and kept hitting me. I stayed there until I was about to die. Only then did happiness come. Sent him a voice message from the kidnapper, and Dawn, I heard the message and confirmed that it was this. He is a serial killer. The killer's name was Kang Yong. After giving some information about it was learnt that in his childhood, his father used to teach him a lot. He used to kill first time in becoming a serial killer. It was retirement. This is how your father is also a Saiwell. After this, Dong-seok's photo is all and then his whole gang went searching for him. He began to search every inch of the city. They hit and did not get any success. I was waiting for the day. It was raining heavily. So he offered his umbrella to the girl. At first, the girl refused, but then she insisted on giving. He went and started telling the girl that you must not take things from strangers. They could be scoundrels too. Girl turned around. He replied that to me, you seem like a scoundrel. You are savage. Reply, well, that's Desu's. Say, thank you for the umbrella and board the bus. Actually, the killer was also sitting in this bus, but nobody paid any attention that evening. Gangster and detective eating together. They are eating. That's why they show it in the news. There was another murder in the city. Desu on TV that the umbrella is also visible. Desu understood that. This is the same girl he met at the bus stop. They all got up quickly and looked for the killer, every motel, every restaurant, as well as the bus. Eventually, they found a route to separate from the motor was found, and the owner confirmed it, that this guy is stuck here, but he too, they weren't here to wait for him, like a lion waiting for its prey. The killer came late at night. Everyone was impatient. The Indians are waiting for him since long people are waiting to watch. Pakistan's match, I was waiting for it, but the killer has conquered the silence before the storm, and the car's speed increased, and it sped away. He took the army of policemen and gangsters. A very long and dangerous thing fell behind. Later, 3 cars collided with each other with killer car. The people started running out and also followed him. They started running to catch him. Taking advantage of this, all 3 got separated, feeding the gangster bananas. Gangster Dong-seok comes to die first. His banana told him where he was. Desu is running away, chasing the bloodstains. Shaving reached a career where he saw 2 girls getting up and crying. He understood that the killer was inside, broke the door and hit through the door. By killing him, he became immortal, and he produced rice from him, was being dragged along like a sack, people realized that he had nothing to do now. Took him to his warehouse where he killed the devil. I teased him a lot, but he just laughed like that. Then Desu remained to cut it into pieces. He picked up the axe, and just then Tai-soo arrived there. The gangster fell unconscious after hitting the car. He goes and takes Tai-soo killer with him. He brought him to the police station where I was shocked the next day. After seeing the serial killer, police conducted multiple raids on Desu's businesses. Marie on the other side in the police station. The policeman was interrogating the killer, asking. The truth remained very quiet during today, while he was angry because he had no clue about the killer. The killer did not have any strong evidence against him. Even your fingerprints can be removed with the help of chemicals. Erase the message so that it is linked to the murder weapon. He could not know about everything in advance. I was thinking that he had talked to her in the court. I am the weak man of the double. We are the boys. This is what happens to us. I am innocent, and so on and so forth. The judge was also hesitant to punish him. The families of all the victims are sitting here. They just want justice now. The prosecutor called the only witness, the witness who survived the devil's attack, Desu Gangster, for demanding 250 madan last night. I went to him, and he said that both of us. If you want to kill boys, then for this, we have to. He should take recourse to law. I also played the recording in which Desu said he had confessed that he was the leader of the rival gang. He has killed the leader. Now he has policemen with him. There is no other option but to obey. The Don's son gave his statement honestly. Defense attacked due to knowledge of, the attorney said, pointing his middle finger. How can we trust criminals? He replied, saying that if he kills the family members, then you would have probably known this. In spite of everything, the killer doesn't laugh at him. Then Dong-seok stood up and said his. He took off his shirt and showed the entire note that he said he had stabbed her, and also made a sketch. Showed what he had made right after the attack. Desu also found a letter written by the killer. I showed it, in which it was written that the blood is mine. Dong is made from Chuda. Listen to the second part, and at last the Dangs told. That night I also stabbed the weed in the chest. There would still be its mark. And when he checked, the mark was exactly there, was where the gangster told me to see all this. The judge awarded death sentence to the killer to send D and Desu to jail as well. Ordered, but because of his testimony. His sentence was reduced and he was promoted, in which the killer will be his Desu with a rope. Visits the devil while he's taking a bath. He said, the game we started, it is necessary to finish it. That's when he started laughing, and the killer just cries and the movie ends. Thank you so much for watching.